Hello, my lovelies. Evening. Thursday evening. Let's bring color to our life. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. How are you? So, welcome. Let's bring color to our life, our English life on Thursday evening. When you join me, just say hi to me and let me know where you're watching from so that I know that you're there. When you watch replay, put hashtag replay into the comments so I know that you've been there. Also, you have to comment anyway to win something tonight. Unfortunately, not only for Europe, Michelle. I can't send to the US. This is then basically, too expensive. As I'm paying everything out of my own pocket. But anyhow, I really appreciate you being here. That's so sweet. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Angela. I'm the owner and creator of Energy from Elf Helden. I'm a light retailer for Dixie paints over here in Frankfurt in Germany. Also, the German distribution and for Dixie and for Wood You Bend. So, as I said, when you join me, just say hi to me. Let me know what time it is. It is 7 p.m. over here now. And we will get going with our little big monster here. And I mean, I have to explain something because I received a pretty upset message from somebody. And this person was very upset because I called my furniture piece Monster. Monster is for me a cute, like, what do you call it in English? Like a nickname? Is it a nickname in a sweet way? Is there a special? Hi, Susie. Is there a special word for it if you have a nickname in a cute way? Because I call my cats little monsters, and I love them to bits. So that's not a negative word for me. So my apologies. So this is my big little monster. Okay, so it's a nickname, but a cute nickname, a loving nickname. So let's say that. We have the base down here. I've used for the base the chalk mineral paints by Dixie. I mixed them up with sea spray. I had Midnight Sky and fluff on over the top, both with sea spray to add like texture because the bones of this. Now I'm getting warm. Just had something to eat. I was cold the whole day. This piece hasn't got very good bones, and it was pretty cracked up. And there's no way to get it in a stage to have like a beautiful smooth finish. So I thought I'm gonna go with what I have. And bonsoir, Michelle. I'm gonna go with what I have, and I'm going to do a textured finish. So now we're going to work with the Terra Clay paints. I originally had planned the elderberry, which is not going to work because the customer, my friend where it's going to go to, they sent me a picture of their new restaurant. This piece is going to go in, and they have like a red wall, and elderberry just doesn't go with it. So I'm going to have the inside of the piece on the top, probably in red, somewhat from the chalk minerals. And but the base here, I like to work with the Terra Clay paints. And I have the onyx, which is the black. I already have them open, because I've already been working with it in a German life. I have the onyx. I have Prairie Dawn, which is like a butter creamy white. Yes, it's an unusual color for me to work with, but I quite like it in the combination. As you can see there, it's going to look totally different. And I do have Blue Moon because we're going to mix our own gray, so to say. I could mix it while painting. I'm going to show you how that works also, but I would like to have basically like a, let's see if I can get you a little more. You can see that. I would like to have a little, don't drop on me. I like to have a little bit more of a lighter gray to work in between, and not to have to mix them too much. I have water with me. I have vinegar water with me. we're going to do a little bit of, I'm going to show you, we've done that in the German live. Normally I would have let it dry and then start playing with some aging textures, Instagram, just so that you can see the green down there. So that's basically what we've done. And I've mixed for that, I've mixed the marigold orange with the pistachio bright green. But I'm going to show you when we get to that stage. So first thing, as I said, I've mixed that gray. Where I mixed the onyx. Most of it is onyx, a little bit of the prairie dawn. And just from the lid, half what was in the lid I've put in here from the Blue Moon. So now I have my La Petite brush, which is already covered in paint. I'm painting this with one brush. I'm not going to swap brushes because for the Hi Nina, because for the look we are going, that's perfect. Just one brush and mix it all together. And those paints, they blend really easy anyway. So I'm just going to wet my brush. I'm going to wet my project because I have it thin layers. This is just the water now. This is just the water now. And I'm going to start at the bottom with the onyx. I'm just grabbing the last bit out of my lid. And what I have on the around the, because I've been pouring that out. That looks, you know, this got to be cleaned up, guys, because of course you have to clean your lids properly after you've painted, because otherwise it'll be a complete mess. You won't, you know, the paints intend to dry out then, you know. I mean, that's obvious, you know, if it's not closed properly. So, but you can see the fantastic coverage I'm just having now. And this is sprayed with water. And this brush is already contaminated also with the colors from the other side. To the bottom here. So terra clay paints. For those who have heard it 100 times now, my apologies, but there might be people watching who don't know the paints. Terra clay paints are clay paints. They reactivate anytime with water until they're sealed. So if you don't seal them, and you're going to come back in whatever, in 3 days, in 6 months, in 8 months, in 12 months, and they're not sealed, you can always reactivate them with water. So that's a big difference to the other paints from Dixie Belle, the chalk marble paints and the silk paints. Also, excuse me, also they you can build up texture with that paint, because the chalk mineral paints and the silk paints, during the drying process, the brush strokes will level themselves out. That's not the case with the terra clay paints. The terra clay paints, they keep the brush strokes you put in, which is a nice thing when you want to build up texture. So if you do like a stipple technique, the stipples will stay the way you've put them in. Also, they do dry lighter than they appear when they are wet. I'm just going to slap the onyx on here, just randomly going up before I come in with the other colors. Where was I? They it. Come in with the gray now. Lost my track. What have I been talking just now? blend really, really easy. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So they dry lighter than they appear when they are wet, but you can revive the colors basically when you seal it. If you use the Terra Tough, they get really bright because they've got like a little bit of a shiny finish. If you use the Terra Seal, it's got like a flat finish, they revive just a little. So the I'm going to use my gray mixture now I've just done. No, Michelle. Did you like that? Okay. This was for me the ugly stage. This was for me the ugly stage. No, no, no. So this is now the gray I'm going for. Use a little bit more water. So the chalk mineral paints, they dry exactly the color they are in the jar, and they now you can see really the difference between the onyx and that gray remix. It's a lot lighter. Oh, I wanted to show you that you basically can mix that color also when you on the go. On the go, you can do that. You just use some of the Prairie Dawn, stick that in here, and you use some of the Blue Moon and stick that in there. You can basically mix that color like this also, but I just wanted to have it a little easier, so I basically mix them together in this one. This is going to go more for the Stormy Seas, the chalk mineral paint range. So as I said, the chalk mineral paints, they dry exactly the same color they are when they are wet. Just using my Prairie Dawn now. Still the same brush. I like to mix them into each other. This is just going to get them like a lighter gray. A little more water. And this is still what I have in the lid from the other side we've done in the German life. Maybe the marble look looked nicer on video than it looked in original stage. But actually somebody came in here yesterday also and said, oh, that looks nice. However. I'm just glad that the tastes are so different. Just trying to get everything out of that lid. Not trying to waste anything. And as I said, I'm using the La Petite. It is half natural bristles, half synthetic bristles, but altogether that brush acts like a natural bristle brush. So it's also nice for building up textures, also nice for waxing, as it's got like a tapered tip, tapered tip. So, yeah. Sometimes a little confused. So try not to contaminate my paints too much, but going in a swirly motion and in an upside down motion, pulling it into the other colors underneath, and the coverage is just amazing and it blends ever so easy. If you want to break those edges up from those stripes. You just go in a slowly motion. You can use a little more water also. My normal water. A lot you can do with it. So, a little more of my gray. Ornament with it. All the way around. This is gonna go for a grungy look, not like a real ombre. Ornament quickly, get a little covered. So the other side is slowly drying, which is quite exciting. See in a minute. So pretty. So pretty. A little bit more of the gray on the top there. And as I said, it's all one brush. I'm just using one brush for this, which also makes your life a lot easier. Don't. Slowly to get that down here. Doesn't need to be too light down here because you know we're going to go further up anyway. It's a big piece. Breaking up those lines a little. So a little more of the prairie dawn. Lighter areas. Start some almost dry brushing on this ornament to get it a little more visible, especially those raised areas. Stand out a little more. So guys, if you want to win something, you have to talk to me. Everybody who joined late, you have a chance till midnight tonight, German time. It is 7 p.m. over here at the moment, so still have a bit to go. What you have to do, you can win one of those Da Vinci brushes. It will be sent to you free. Like the video, comment the video. If you haven't done it yet, please follow my page, but that's not, you don't have to do that, but I'm happy if you do that, but you have to comment and you have to like the video. That's what you have to do to get into the jar for winning. And you can do that actually on all my channels, Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So you do that until you reach the stage where you say, okay, that's it. I like it. Like it. A bit more of the pretty, that ornament. So what do you think? I think I quite like that. So I'm going to let it settle for a minute. I'm going to move over to the other side, which we have done before. This is already drying, so this is the reason this is getting lighter. So let's see. Anybody still there? Anybody still there? My English lives are not very busy lately. Don't like the drips down here. So I'm just gonna do a little. It's gonna be like a bit of this stoned mossy look, as you can see. We've already added some of the that green around there and on top there. I'm gonna see. Some nice texture around. This is basically just playing with the paint. So, and I've added some vinegar on this green to have the paint a little more separated. Get this mossy look. And I'm just eliminating some of the drips, which I don't like too much. I'm hardly having any paint on here. Just erasing that. Just erasing that. In those areas, some of the sea spray from the first layers are pushing through. Hi, Ushi. Let me see. Loading a little bit of the darker one here. Starting to like that. Starting to like that. So basically what I've done with the mossy green, for the mossy green, I'm first going to get the paints out of the way, because when I work with the vinegar, I don't want the vinegar in the paints. anyway. That's my water. Get my vinegar now. So I've used pistachio and marigold, which is like bright green, and terracotta orange, also by the, hi Marion, also by the terra clay paints, and I've mixed those up to get like this olivey, mossy green, and that's basically what I am using in those edge areas and things like that. I might go over it again. If I don't like it, I may leave it like it is. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think I might want to have some on this ornament. Let's stay on this piece first, on this side first, because I think I'm going to need a smaller brush for that. Ugh. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm getting old, guys. Sorry. Ooh. So I'm just getting a smaller brush for those details in the ornament. As I said, if I don't like it, I can always go over it. This is a nice thing. You can always reactivate the paints. You can pull them back. I can pull them back. So this is without having like a thick layer of paint at the end. I hope that makes sense what I'm talking about now. Thank you, Nina. So, actually, I'm going to use get the paints out of the way. So also, this is vinegar water now. This is just like white vinegar and some water. And the vinegar smell, the people who clean with vinegar, they know this is going to disappear. So let's just see what we do on here. So I'm just dabbing on here. Getting like, you know, those areas where it, you know, basically would like drip down and develop some moss. And with the vinegar, the paint is like separating a little more. It's getting different runnings than if you don't use it. Let's see that way. It doesn't mean you have to like it, but especially under those edges, let it pull down. Can you see what I'm doing here? In there. So, and I might even get through to the base, which is no problem because that's giving it more of the stone look. Just dipping around those. Dots. As I said, if I don't like it, I can always come back and take it back off. This is now just playing. Just giving it the mossy look all around. That's what I want to have. You know, I've done that that look also with the Voodoo Gel stain. I've used Bayou Moss for that. This is pretty similar. From the look. Let's go all the way around. Those inside areas. Down here. And all those areas where it's like covered and dripping down and dropping down. That's basically where I'm going at the moment. Spritzing some of my mixture to have it run a little more. I have maybe a little more down here. This will settle down even a little more. It can get lighter. Use my fingers to get it run a little more. What do you think? This is all plain, guys. I hope I don't bore you, but can you see what I'm doing? How this develops? Oh, hi, Betty. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Dankeschön, Uschi. Freut mich, dass es dir gefällt. Ja, so langsam. Slowly, I'm getting in the mood for this piece. Slowly, I'm getting in the mood for this piece. And this part is taking most of the time, you know, making sure that you like the... There will still be some more layering just for... bit in those grooves, you know, because that's basically where the moss will be. This ornament. There we go. So I'm going to leave it like that now. What's the time? Can start a little on the other side. Have the runnings in here. Roll a little in. Don't want to have too many drips down here, so that's basically... It's quite... Hi, Betty. Thank you so much for popping in. You're so busy. So that's basically, I started off with the, actually with that chip brush. Started off at the top here and layered some of that on there. And roughly around this ornament before I just done this fine tuning. Just adding a little, spray that with my vinegar water and just pulling it down, loading the paint on there, pulling it down. And it is, as the base obviously is not dry yet, it is I'm just putting my brush on there and sliding it down, get like this, get into the edges and move it down. And you quite like it that it mixes in with that gray. It doesn't need to be right. Add a little bit more vinegar water. So this is all about playing. Probably a bit too much paint now, but we'll see. The bottom here also. Let's see how we started. This is now for the bigger drips. Dripping. And then we basically come in the same thing like we've done over there. The paint is like too solid, just tap it with your finger and it starts running automatically. It's wet under there. Let that do its job and then basically do the same on top. The other side was dried a little more. Let's see what it does here. If it's I quite like to do those things while on one day, you know, when you blend or when you do finishes like that, you should do both sides on the same day, because the next day you paint with a lighter hand or with a heavier hand, or so no day will be from painting the same. So that in here, all the way around. So I have some pulling of the paint up here and down there like I had on the other side. Just basically enhancing the look. As I said, everything you don't like, you just go over it afterwards. Into these areas. where it's too dry. Get those little dotties. It's a lot of details, but I'm fussy. Probably have to paint all over it again because they don't like it. Let's see what they think. Let's see what they think. So I'm gonna get that a little more running. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same like on the other side, but shouldn't be like totally different. It should look like it belongs together. That is gonna help. So guys, if you're joining late or if you forgot about it, the more you comment, the more chance you have to win. You're winning one of those big artist brush or big brushes from Da Vinci. I was just doing the bigger areas. You have to comment, like the video till midnight. If you watch the replay, you have the chance. Tonight, it is Thursday, the 1st of December. You can do that on all channels, on my YouTube, on my Instagram. So I'm gonna go underneath, do the same thing, pull it down, activate it a little more here. I'm probably on my own by now. I bored you. Not quite excited about this process. It's too clean. Let's get it running a little more. Obviously that works with different colors also. So I'm gonna come in with my, just getting rid of some of the drippings. Don't want to have that much. Also go over here again, those areas which were pulled off a bit. Clean those up a little. I don't want to have it. If you want to have those drips, you can leave them, but if you don't, you can clean it up like a little, just doing them. I'm working them a little more in. Here. So this is basically having the same thing a little around those things. Totally forgot. Anybody still with me? Anybody still with me? keyholes. The paint sits, just push it a little with your brush or your finger and it'll start moving. Clean them up. Don't want it that messy. Same over here. Under those keyholes is just like not like a big running, more like a tiny. Vinegar doing its job here, separating the paint. Don't want to have it that heavy. Oh, I like that. I think I'm quite happy with the way it looks at the moment. I'm going to show you because now up there you can really see what the vinegar does. So, Marion, wenn du immer noch da bist, do you see those running, separating things? Oh, Instagram, sorry. Those running, separating things, that's basically what the vinegar does. So, that's what I quite like. Thank you so much, Mariana. That's so sweet from you. Thank you. Okay, my friends. So, again, if you want to win tonight, like this video, put a comment into the video. You can also win on Instagram, on YouTube. Go to the channels, on Facebook if you're on YouTube. You can also win on Facebook, obviously. On every channel, like the video, put a comment in there. If you haven't done it yet, I would highly appreciate if you follow me on those channels, and I hope you enjoyed that. You do that, Marianne. I'll be very happy. So, till midnight, for those who watch replay, you can do, and I will draw the winner tomorrow, and I will let you know who won. And for now, I'm thanking you for being with me and being patient with me tonight. My name is Angela. I'm the owner and creative energy from Elfen und Helden. I'm an elite retailer for flexible paints over here in Frankfurt in Germany. So, as Marianne said, come and visit me in my shop. I'm here from Monday to Saturday. Love to meet you. And thank you, Michelle. Yes, this is going to go direction, stone, gunmetal. Yeah, that's basically what I would like to see on this piece. Yeah, I'm thanking you so much for being with me tonight. If you watch replay, put hashtag replay into the comments, and I will tell you who's won tomorrow. And you can win, obviously, an unused Da Vinci, very nice and thick brush. It's got 5 centimeters in diameter. So I hope you're going to like that. You take care, guys, and have a lovely evening. Have a lovely second advent on Sunday, and I will see you next week. Take care. Ta-da. Bye-bye.